Published in 1924, The Magic Mountain is set in a Swiss tuberculosis sanatorium in the years leading up to World War I. The novel follows Hans Castorp, a young, ordinary German engineer whose brief visit to the sanatorium turns into a 7-year psychological and philosophical journey. Through Hans's experiences, Thomas Mann explores time, illness, progress, death, and the intellectual crises of pre-war Europe. Hans Castorp travels to the Berghof Sanatorium in Davos to visit his cousin Joachim Ziemßen, a disciplined soldier being treated for tuberculosis. Initially planning to stay for 3 weeks, Hans becomes fascinated by the peculiar life and rhythms of the sanatorium, meals, rest cures, and endless conversations about illness. He meets Dr. Behrens, the charismatic but detached chief physician, who suggests Hans's own health is questionable, subtly encouraging him to stay longer. Over time, Hans begins to adopt the sanatorium's slow, timeless existence, growing detached from the outside world. He becomes close to two intellectual opposites, Lodovico Settembrini, a rational humanist and Enlightenment thinker who advocates for progress, reason, and civic duty, and Leo Nafta, a radical Jesuit scholar and mystic who champions authoritarianism, faith, and destruction as necessary for renewal. Their debates expose Hans to the ideological and moral tensions of Europe, reflecting the clash between humanism and fanaticism that will soon engulf the continent. Hans falls deeply in love with Klavdia Shosha, a sensuous and mysterious Russian patient whose presence symbolizes passion and mortality. His desire for her blurs the line between eroticism and decay as she embodies both life's allure and death's inevitability. Hans later encounters Peppercorn, Klavdia's new lover, a charismatic Dionysian figure who exudes vitality but lacks intellectual clarity. Peppercorn's suicide profoundly shakes Hans, forcing him to confront the limits of both intellect and pleasure. The passage of time becomes elastic and dreamlike. Hans's stay extends to 7 years, during which he grows increasingly introspective. Joachim, who briefly leaves the sanatorium to rejoin the army, returns fatally ill, a tragedy that deepens Hans's meditation on duty and mortality. Eventually, the outbreak of World War I breaks the timeless isolation of the mountain. Hans descends from the Magic Mountain to join the war, symbolizing his re-entry into the chaotic real world. In the novel's final scene, Hans is on a battlefield surrounded by the noise and destruction of war. As he moves through the carnage, he hums a song of love and hope, a fragile echo of humanity amid chaos. The novel ends ambiguously, leaving Hans's fate unknown, symbolizing Europe's uncertain future and the tragic cost of its intellectual and moral conflicts.
Please like, comment, share, and subscribe for more videos.